Okay, so good day everyone. In behalf of my group mate, Group 1, I'll be explaining what literary theory means. So what is literary theory? Literary theory is the body of ideas and methods we use in practical reading of literature. Like, it is basically the set of ideas and methods nga atong gina-use para masabtan nato ug atong ma-analyze ang isa ka work. Instead nga mo-focus lang ta sa unsa ang pasabot sa story, it also helps us see how and why it means something. We refer not to the meaning of a work of literature but to the theories that reveal what literature can mean. It is the literary theory that formulates the relationship between the author and work. It also looks ang relasyon between sa author and the work, like how the author's background, experiences, or beliefs might influence sa iyang writing style, since there is what we call author's intent, meaning what the authors meant to say. Through literary theory, we can also explore important issues such as race, class, and gender in literature, helping us understand the deeper message and the themes within the text. Okay, so what is the importance of the literary theory? So number one is to deepen our understanding sa text. Like, it allows us to look beyond the surface and see the hidden meanings, symbols, and messages that the author might be trying to show. And then it also explains how we uncover the hidden meanings, and then analyzing characters, thoughts, and feelings. Like, mo feel ka sa ilahang mga point of views and appreciating the author's writing style and techniques. That is how we deepen our understanding sa text or sa work sa isa ka author.
2. Teaches critical thinking. It trains our minds to question, analyze, and interpret text from multiple angles. This means that literary theory helps us think deeper and not just accept what we read right away. It trains our minds to question, analyze, and interpret text in different ways.
So it also connects literature to society. We learn how literature reflects culture, politics, psychology, and history. So through literary theory, it helps us understand how stories show people's lives, culture, and history. So ang kuan man gud ang literature kay those are works that express feelings or something. There are works na ato makonek sa society like kuan katong works ni Rosti Rizal nga No Limit ang Here. The next one is encourages open-mindedness. Different theories let us see one text in many ways, showing that literature has multiple possible meanings. It teaches us to see stories in many ways and respect different ideas. So through literary theory, magamit jud ni nato siya sa pang-adlaw-adlaw kay if ever na mag-open up nimo, makasabot ka sa iyang gipanglitok. Makasabot ka kung unsa puy ang imong i-response. The last one is to build better communication skills. It improves how we discuss, write about, and present ideas related to literature. So it helps us explain and share our thoughts about stories clearly. Literary theory builds communication skills by improving critical thinking, analytical abilities, and self expression through the complex analysis of text. It provides exposure to varied and effective uses of language, leading to vocabulary enrichment and a deeper understanding of how to convey ideas precisely and fluently in both written and spoken contexts.
The history of literary theory. Number 1. The classical era. Ancient Greece and Rome. Philosophers like Plato and Aristotle first questioned the purpose of literature. So, the reason why Plato questioned literatures is he viewed it as a dangerous copy of a copy that distanced people from truth and encouraged immortality, and emotional imbalance. While Aristotle, he believed literature offered a generalized imitation of the human condition and served a valuable function in eliciting catharsis and providing insights into human nature. Aristotle's Poetics became the foundation for analyzing tragedy and drama because it was the first systematic study of how plays are structured and why they move audiences. He defined tragedy as an imitation of serious actions meant to evoke pity and fear, leading to a catharsis or emotional cleansing. Aristotle identified six key elements of tragedy, which are the plot, character, thought, diction, melody, and spectacle, and emphasized that plot is the most important part. His ideas provided a clear framework for understanding dramatic art and have influenced writers, critics, and playwrights for centuries. Number 2. Middle Ages and Renaissance. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, literature was studied with religion and morality in mind because the church influenced education and culture. Writers used their works to teach faith, virtue, and moral lessons, reflecting society's belief that literature should guide people toward good and righteous living. Writers emphasize divine inspiration and humanist values. During the Middle Ages, writers emphasized divine inspiration, believing their works came from God and aimed to teach faith and morality. In the Renaissance, writers shifted toward humanism, focusing on human reason, creativity, and individuality while still acknowledging divine influence. Together, these periods show a transition from purely religious devotion to a balance between faith and human potential.
History of Literary Theory 3. 18th to 19th century Romanticism and Realism. Romanticism. During this period, literature began to emphasize emotion, imagination, and individuality. Writers focus on expressing personal feelings, creativity, and the power of nature. It was a reaction against the strict rules of reason and order that dominated earlier periods. Realism. Realism followed Romanticism and aimed to depict everyday life and ordinary people as truthfully as possible. It focused on real situations, social conditions, and the struggles of common people rather than idealized or heroic subjects. For 20th century to present, in this era, many new literary theories emerged, each offering different perspectives and methods to interpret texts. Examples: 1. Structuralism, focus on the structure and language of text. 2. Structuralism or deconstructions, questions, fixed meanings and interpretations. 3. Marxism, analyze literature through class struggle and economic power. 4. Feminism, look at gender roles and women's representation in literature.
In 20th century to present, there are new theories emerge. The formalist, historical examinist, psychological, feminist, Marxist, and reader response. So first, let us discuss the formalist.
History of literary theory, formalist. Reading of text focuses on symbol, metaphor, imagery, and so on. This is the theory that says the book is all that matters. The reading focuses entirely on the internal features of the text, such as symbol, metaphor, and imagery. It ignores the author's personal life and historical details to find a clear meaning. based only on how the words and structures work on the page. Historical examine a text's relation to its historical or cultural backdrop and effect on history or culture. This theory connects the book to the outside world, saying you must understand the time it was written. It examines a text in relation to its historical or cultural backdrop, including event and social ideas. This helps us see how the book was shaped by history and what impact the story might have had on the society that read it. Psychological, a way to understand characters' behaviors and action. This approach uses ideas from psychology like therapy to figure out why characters act the way they do. It offers a way to analyze the behaviors and action of the characters, looking for their deep down desire, hidden fears, or past issues to explain their choice and motivation within the story. Feminist, a way to balance out the underrepresentation of literary works written by female authors. This criticism challenges the traditional focus on male authors and male stories. It works to balance out the underrepresentation of literary works written by female authors and give importance to their writings. It also critiques stories for how they show women in power, checking if the text is fair to women or if it simply supports old unfair gender roles.
History of literary theory. First, Marxist answers the overarching question: whom does the work benefit? The elite, the middle class, and Marxist critics are also interested in how the lower or working classes are oppressed in everyday life and in literature. Marxist theory is a social, political, and literary perspective rooted in the ideas of Karl Marx. It focuses on the ways in which literature and other cultural products reflect, reinforce, or challenge social and economic inequalities. Marxist theories aim to uncover the underlying power dynamics in society and promote social equality by analyzing how cultural works like literature to material conditions and class relations. Second, reader response. Consider readers' reaction to literature as vital to interpreting the meaning of the text. Reader response theory is a literary approach that emphasizes the role of the readers in interpreting and creating the meaning of text. Unlike other theories that focuses primarily on the author intent or the text's inherent qualities, reader response theory centers on the reader's personal experience, emotions, and reactions to the literature. The goal of reader response theory is to acknowledge and explore diversity of interpretations that different readers bring to a text, highlighting that literature gains meaning through the reader's engagement and personal experience.
First, to link literature with reality. Through literary theory, we can connect literature to real life situations, social issues, and human behavior. Many theories explore how the literature reflects or challenges politics, culture, economy, and historical events. This connection shows that literature is not just for entertainment, it is also a reflection of the world we live in. Second, to develop academic skills. Studying literary theory strengthens our academic skills such as critical thinking, analysis, and research. It teaches us how to form logical arguments, support our ideas with evidence, and write well-structured essays. These skills are not only useful in literature classes but also in other fields of study. Third, to appreciate human experience. Finally, literary theory helps us appreciate the depth of human experience expressed in literature. Through different theories, we can understand how emotion, struggles, and values are portrayed across cultures and time periods. It allows us to connect with characters and situations that reflect real human feelings and challenges. In this way, literature enriches our empathy and helps us see the universal aspects of human found in literature.